Alright. YouTube should be receiving my contents. I am all set. I even checked to make sure I wasn't muted before stream today. What was I doing though? I don't remember this, but sure. Oh right, I do remember now. We were doing this though. We need to just hunt down someone? Second most important administrative center. Okay, so just talk to anyone important, maybe. Probably with Jay in the party. If I were to guess. Okay. So now, does it just tell me, or maybe you? I haven't been all the way over here, though. That's weird. You? Do you have a seal? Worship, subjects of Janus welcome you. What cares have brought you to our humble world on this occasion? I want a seal for an MTO. Of course, it would be an honor to assist the rogue trader. Wait but a few minutes, your lordship, and your humble servant will have your seal ready. She's expression is pensive as she twists a lock of hair around her metal finger. Interesting screen. I assumed we would be dealing with servitors, but no. Some places in your domain still have this work being performed by people of flesh and blood. Beg your pardon? Is this about servitors? I have faithfully performed my sacred duties to the Imperium and the Administratum all my life, and guarding the seals is part of that, and after half a century, not a single seal damaged. Keep them in a special case, and I oil the handles every month, as the rules stipulate. I'm merely repeating the word of the Master Seals on Dragonis. Servitors have replaced an entire category of lowly bureaucrats assigned on the Von Valancius planet, so around 10 years ago now. But after 70 years of service, not a single directive, not from Holy Terra or from Dargonis, complete breakdown in communication. What a farce, what an insult against all processes. So patches blossom on the Secretary's pale face. This is easily remedied. If the mission requires such a servant, then I will immediately begin preparations for servitorization. The will of the Lex Imperialis is supreme. Did not expect this response or remark. Oh, there's not a heretical option. Usually you get one of each. Whatever. Attilius, I do not think the Exalted One has any particular desire to see you lobotomized and turned into a mindless, clanking ghoul just because someone somewhere changed the law. I'm doing heretical, so I'm probably not going to choose these. And this one is effectively the same as the iconoclast one. Right? Well, this one gets you a servitor. I'm not heretical level 3 yet, so I probably should avoid picking any iconoclast or dogmatic. For lots of prevarication, I think that's how I say that word, I've never seen it before. Tilius's hunched figure sags. Of course, you're right. I will continue to serve Janus and the Von Valancius Protectorate as before. Today, I will dispatch a request for copies of edicts issued by the Imperium over the last 50 years. Who knows what else they may have missed here on Janus. That is wonderful, Tilius. Just wonderful. Just don't go poking your eyes with a long needle. At least until you receive a directed order to do so from your precious administratum. Here you are. And may the Emperor bless your path. Okay, that's all I wanted. Janus is always honored to receive your lordship. Thank you. And we had to do something here for... Dargonis. No, not here. That's fine.
They will see. Oh, yes. They all will see.
I thought that would be much more involved than it was. No matter. Now we go to that Hasdargonis. I can go there directly from here. No reason not to, really. I would think. And I might need to come to and from here anyway, so yeah. And we'll use a little bit of nav power to make it a bit nicer. Not completely, but just mostly. Since I have an excess of navigator insight right now. Nice. Can I do anything else now? I can. That is interesting. This costs nothing. Gives me people iconoclast. We don't want that. This gives me dogmatic. Is there anything... What's this? Suffers bleeding 6 as long as the user is bleeding. They get plus 100 crit damage. Huh. That... Is it like a static bleeding 6? Because... if I were to give that to Sigmund, for example, he needs to take like 12 bleeding in order to actually start taking bleeding damage. Could I just take that and then a free get... Wow. That sounds pretty nice. I'll probably get that. Unless something else. What's Pirate's Bane? That is very pointless. That's less pointless, but not better than free crit damage. Even if I do take 6 damage every turn, that's still really nice. Assuming Adherent is level 2 or below. And I'm close to 3 anyway, so I don't really know. Yeah, let's get this. I don't know how often periodically means, but that'd be nice. And I can't do anything here. And if I want this one, I have to do one of those, but let's just... I don't use grenades enough. That's decent, I suppose. That's pretty nice. Huh. Well, I can't do anything right now. Let me see. What is my... Yeah, rank 2 is Adherent, Fanatic, So, okay. I see. Okay. I'll not remember that, but maybe I will. Which one is Cass and which one is Jay? This one. And then we'll go do Cass, unless this quest wants me to do something else. Although I should equip that stuff we just got. Let's see, was it? Did I not get it? Did I not get it?
There will be no peace in my wake.
I thought it gave it to me. The 5, whatever it was called. Weird. Am I a fool? Did I just not see it? What's it look like? Out of curiosity? It was a ring 2 thing. Crimson Haze. Consumable. It says it gives you 5, and then it replenishes 5 later. And since I started it... Oh, maybe it's not done. It says it's executing. How long does it take? Weird. I understand. I've figured it out. The gears have started turning. It took a while, but I got there. Probably have to go back to Master Seals, am I right? Probably. I got the stuff. You've returned. I hope the sacred document I entrusted you last time now has successfully passed through the approval procedure. It has. Here you go. Ocular lenses on the old woman's nose amid a subtle hum as she adjusts the magnification. The last seal. Oh yes, indeed, it is perfect. Seals are authentic, so we may continue with the certification procedure. Follow me, please. Hello. This place is busy. This is your queue, and your ticket number is... Hold on, ocular lenses. As she zooms in on a paper hand. 394. When it is your turn to be seen, the ranking prefect will review your documentation again and sign the official certification for J. Hidari to possess a merchant of MTO. You'll have a bit of a wait, but it'll be worth it in the end, yes? You know who I am, right? Dumbfounded by your speech and your splendor. Petitioners around you freeze, open-mouthed. Of course, the fame... Nice. of your deeds has reached the walls of this temple and the Imperium's law and will. And yet the Lex Imperialis expression on the Master Seals undergoes an indescribable metamorphosis. Various moral impulses are warring within her. Lips moving soundlessly, then she nods several times to herself. Old woman wrinkles her nose like she has tasted something unpleasant. Suppose I could make an exception, but only because Theodore von Valentius never once overlooked the laws of the Imperium or my advice. Here. Holds a new ticket with the number 301. How much better is that? That's not much better. 394. Yeah, Skip, you did 25% of the work. Come on, you can do a bit better than that, surely. Where exactly am I going? There's that. I am going to loot this place before anything. All this stuff is mine. I said so. I don't know what that is. Over here. Alright, there's some way to skip this queue, I'm sure. The end is over here. Can I...
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Hey lads, let me in. Maybe. They're very efficient. Who are you, Menace? Can't talk to you. How about you? Doesn't seem like my options are varied. Fine. Queue hums of thousands of voices. Someone has rolled out bedding and is settling down to sleep. Someone is playing some bizarre musical instrument. Many are praying. Several highborn petitioners are debating who is here on the most important business. I have to admit, the magnificent administrative machinery of the Imperium isn't without its rough edges. Smiles sheepishly eyeing the queue. What a thrilling adventure this is turning out to be, Shireen. I've never seen anything real like it before. Sometimes it's good to take a break from constant traveling, to give all the hot-blooded newcomers a chance to cover themselves in glory without us in the way. Lads, make this place presentable. 1 hour, okay. Feel the envious eyes of other petitioners upon you. No one dares to do anything more than stare. Just gonna yawn, I guess. Minutes drag by intolerably slowly. Somewhere in the queue, a child is howling at the top of his lungs. Palace adepts are sedately moving documents from one pile to another, shuffling papers. Several petitioners, I'm having trouble saying petitioners for some reason, have gathered in a huddle and are swapping rumors while someone has laid down for a nap on a nearby bench. You have whiled away 30 seconds of your wait. You wonder how long you have left to go. How many people are left? People are constantly moving, coming and going, changing places or simply disappearing from view. On your first attempt, you count 238 petitioners. On your second attempt, you count 244. On your third, next batch of unlucky souls is ushered into the hall and you lose count. 8 hours. 9 whole hours. The last 8 hours, the only thing that's changed in the waiting hall is the warden shift. Petitioners in the queue placidly await the blessed hour when their appeal will be heard by the high-ranking servants of the Imperium. The entire queue perks up at the sudden announcement. Number 285, proceed to the available window. Don't take me. What torturous trial have we let ourselves in for? She almost wails in despair. So much precious time lost. We've only moved 3 paces ahead. At this rate, we'll be old and gray before we get out of this queue, Shireen. I mean, we're 301, and they just got to 285, so we're only 16 people away. We're already mostly there. It's just gonna be like another hour, basically. This is your fault, by the way. And that was the will of the Exalted One, Shireen. She throws up her arms and lifts head. The Exalted One has granted me insight as to how, with a simple wave of your hand and a few wise words, we can ease our arduous weight. The simplest way is to make these lowly subjects bow down before the blinding radiance of our title. Our title? Who's our? The second option requires a little more patience. I've already found our first victim, the passionate citizen who is standing 50 places ahead of us in the queue. Simply offer the right words to unlock his heart and he will gladly swap tickets with you. Also, you have the power to solve the problems of some petitioners, removing their need to visit the coveted window. After all, is there anything an ordinary citizen could want that is beyond the power of the Conqueror of the Stars to grant? I'm the most important person in this room. They should respect that. As you wish, your lordship. She says in a deliberately deferential tone and makes her way to the center of the room. Attention all, before you is his lordship Sigmund von Valentius, rogue traitor and anointed sovereign of this world. Bow your unworthy heads and give your master's rightful place in the queue. Didn't even realize it'd be a 82%. Come on. Who do you think you're king? What would his lordship be doing here? What would one of the God Emperor's anointed need from ordinary mortals, and a palace of the law to boot? Queue like everyone else, Master Moneybags, and do not disgrace the rogue trader's name again. Spend all their lives fearing and revering someone they will never see, and when they do meet him, they don't recognize him. What are you thinking? Don't need to tell me twice. All's fair in love and bureaucracy. Certification. I have no idea how long these last for, so I don't know if I can read them out before they're done. No one told me about any tickets. I've been standing here 7 turns already. 2 hours. 11 whole hours. These ash mags want to be tricked. I won't stop them. And they don't say here. Jay smugly watches the agitated crowd whispering among themselves and jabbing at each other with sheaves of paper. Move forward considerably in the queue, Shireen, but aren't you ready to stop? You aren't ready to stop there, are you? People will be amazed if you show them your tamed Xenos. They'll drop everything they're holding, including their tickets, and come to goggle at her. I guarantee it. Well, I am romancing her, apparently, so let's not do that. 19 whole hours. Another 8 planetary hours go by. He was hardly moved. The adept in the next window is dealing with rebelling machine spirits in his cogitator, so the petitioners from that queue were diverted to the middle of yours. You are a saint. Have I told you that before? You must be, because I don't see any other reason why you would allow such fervent but senseless patience. Can't we hurry things along? I don't want to open fire on anyone yet. Sorry, you're like... prefer to call it my wisdom learned through many years of experience. But I don't care about the precise wording just now. How do you wish to proceed? I mean, it's persuasion 100%, so... Larry's clear gaze surveys the crowd. In fact, I will do this, but only because you helped me to leave Janus. If any monkey tries to touch me, I will end them as ruthlessly as one uproots a weed. It's basically saying the same thing again. Not much of a crowd. Stop staring at me with their dull little eyes. I'm not a withered leaf. I will not go up in flames. A whole hour. How far are we now? Such humiliation for a child of Osirine. To be nothing but a beast for monkey to gawp at. Only like 4 people showed up. Look at it this way, my pointy-eared and elegant Xeno-friend. Have gained much more intimate knowledge on the Imperium's culture, and have got us a ticket that puts us a few places ahead in the queue. I didn't steal it, simply swapped it with ours when no one was looking. Of activity returns to the queue, petitioners exchange glances, clutching their paperwork. After a few seconds, you realize the number being called out for the service goal, for the 3rd time, is the one on your ticket. Oh, exalted one, thank you for granting the rogue trader the sacred warrant and all its privileges. If we had to wait a minute longer, heaven be my witness, I would have shot some. That went faster than I expected. We had a little bit of a wait, of course, but at times it was actually fun. One last seal, one more certification, and you'll be looking at the official trade representative of J. Haydari. What are you waiting for, Shireen? Let's go. We have another couple of hours with the certification officer to get through. It only took 19 hours. 21 hours. Unless it said how much time passed with them looking at her. I don't know. The certification officer leans over the document, his smoothly shaven head gleaming, his augmented ocular eyes whir as the lenses zoom in and out. With quiet scratching sounds, the cogita quills that serve in place of the officer's fingers make notes on a fine sheet of paper. The document is hereby certified, says the rasping voice through the metal jaw in its integrated vox. Turn to the master seals in order to proceed, and may his light be wisdom guide you next. Starving, your mom ordered DoorDash, but didn't come. We have nothing home, and the store's like 30 minutes away. Well, that sucks. I mean, 30 minutes away, if you're really that hungry. Granted, that's an hour round trip. That's not too bad, though. I do know gas is pretty expensive now, though, so I don't know. I sympathize. Okay, so where do we go? You don't have a driver's license? Is your mom not home? Surely she does. Where do I go? Do I go to Master Seal?
What lies beyond?
Do I go to you? Just going out with Dad? Oh, I see. Temple of Law and Order greets you, Sigmund von Valancius. You have returned with all the necessary paperwork. Yes. Emperor blessed you with patience greater than any portion to the ordinary mortals. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your documents for the final time. BRB? Sure thing. Also, hello. Welcome to stream, by the way. I didn't say that. Oldman holds the document so close that they are almost touching your nose. Mechanical ocular lenses clicking incessantly. Yes, yes. Confirmed. Everything's in order. And this one... seal smudged slightly. Holy scorpion, scratch out my eyes. Now what? Suppose I can overlook it, given that the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations, Jadari. You are now the holder of a MTO. Do not forget to repeat the certification process every 100 Terran years. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honorably in the worlds of the Coronis Expanse. And one more thing. Loss of the certificate is a grievous transgression, Mr. Sadari. Lose the original document and you will be unable to regain your status as an official trade representative. Not even with the Rogue Trader's endorsement. Yes, yes, esteemed Damar. Give me this certificate already, come on. I start over the MCO and shine with delight. Praise the Exalted One who saw me through these trials, Serene. This is something to tell the grandchildren about. Now, a humble mortal became a trade representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother the Damar any longer, Serene. Why don't we discuss our next steps on the ship? We can do that. Well, I guess I'm gonna have
Attention to detail.
Go to the ship.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
I'm gonna have to get on the ship to go to another part of the planet. To go to Cassia's quest. You're back? Welcome back. Let's talk today. I'm pretty sure I have all the party members' places memorized in this ship. Got a blister on the inside of your lip? That sounds awful. There you are.
Shireen, light of my eyes, giver of boons and savior of the needy. From now on, two sons will grace the firmament of the Fon Valancius Protectorate. One bright and powerful, like the Rogue Trader himself, and the other slightly more humble, like his unassuming partner, the diligent owner of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, and all-around delight, Jai Hidari.
We're voiced, hooray.
As I promised before, my crew will be your eyes and ears across the entire expanse, Shireen. Just give them time. And of course, the assistant to official trade representative Jai Hidari is already rushing to Dargonis to deliver goods of rare and exquisite quality to you and your people, O master of many worlds. And once again, thank you, Shireen, from the bottom of my humble heart.
Getting a sofa for free, nice. You are welcome. It's what friends are for. I've already decided. Oh, I didn't decide. I'm already romancing your leg. So I can't romance you.
Cannot have friends, Shireen. Only servants for whom the word of their master is supreme law. And partners to whom the favor of the warrant bearer is the highest reward for their mutual efforts. Why are you looking at me like that? How many friends does the soul that shines down upon Holy Terra have? You are welcome to call our relations whatever you like, Shireen. After all, words mean little. But you have taken good care of me, and so I would like to take good care of you. And go slightly beyond the strict terms of our agreement. Here, I brought a small gift as a token of gratitude. And may the Exalted One keep watching over the paths that you tread.
Fantastic.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Okay. That was actually pretty decent. Okay. I mean, it goes against the drugs I'm gonna be taking later. But it's like a side grade version of what Abelard already had. So I suppose you... Actually, you should eat that, actually. I do drugs? No, I was talking about a video game item that is drugs. I set up this planet to make drugs for me every now and then. That gives me plus 100 crit damage, 100% crit damage, which is very nice, but I can't get them just yet, and I don't know how long it takes. Whatever. We are not here for whatever they want with Cassia. I mean, it came in a syringe. It was obviously drugs. Where are we going? Do I not get my party members in this area? Do I just have to roll the dice on these tech use loots? I guess technically. Wrong button. You have, like, 2 things that give... Tech use is based on logic, right? No, logic and tech use are 2 different things. I thought logic was one of these. No. This is plus 20 to tech use. This is plus 3. So if we just temporarily... Right. Now I get plus 23 to tech use. This game you're playing is so grindy. Lots of games are, especially nowadays. The multiplayer ones especially. I don't play multiplayer a lot. 98% I like those odds. Nice. I thought I leveled. Maybe someone leveled, who knows. Games in general can be pretty grindy if you want them to be. Like, you want to get all the good stuff as early as you can. Because if you just try to wait until you grind up that currency naturally, you've already played most of the game. I understand the predicaments. %. Can I boost my tech use anymore? That's how you'd have all the plus tech use stuff. No. Not from anything Pascal has. There was armor. No, you can't wear that armor that he had before. Because you need to reject the flesh for it. Anything give bonus to intelligence or tech use? Come on, something's gotta. That does. $93. I like those odds. I need to consider a melta weapon. Those guns seem pretty nice. What are the odds for this one? 100%, lovely. Yoink. Wrong button. No more chests. Okay. Take that. Take that. I didn't have anything here, I guess. So, Pascal, you can have your stuff back. You're welcome. I don't know where that goes. We don't have anything that goes in that slot. Okay. Well, now, where do we go? Throne room. So looking forward to meeting your trader and casting on the capital world. Chancellor Clementia, I see. She is over here. This could go very poorly. So we're gonna quick save first. Your lordship. She looks away at her desolate. Hope your stay on Argonis will be beneficial. Yada yada. I'm here about Cassia. Immediately focus her data Focuses on the data slate in our hands. Allow me to report the esteemed navigators of House Australia have taken residence in the guest state and await a meeting with you. How would you like to receive them? How many languages can I talk in? Well, technically you can speak in any language, just not very well. I'm only fluent in English, though. Make them know who I am. That's fine. Understood, your lordship. Clementia promptly makes a note on Dresley. Would you like to hold this meeting shortly? Yes. I'll have the messenger sent to retrieve the esteemed guest. Oh yeah, we're definitely fighting. Regents Aranto, Orselio, Steam Delegation, Road Trader, and the Von Valencia's Patriot welcome you. Come this way, please. Popular languages you know the most are Swedish, English, and the Japanese. Nice. Being proficient in more than one language, let alone 3, is impressive. Like, in order to exist as a person, you've got to know one language. That's just the default. Knowing any more than that, that's pretty good. Esteemed representatives of the Navis Nobilite have arrived at the Road Trader's Court, regent of the Great House Orselio, Aranto Orselio. His companions are a whole bunch of other Orselios, and I'm not reading all of that. That's a lot of names. You're not good in Japanese? Well, I can't read Japanese, so I'm going to assume everything you said there is TOS friendly. I trust you. Tall, wizened old man proudly stares at you with milky, unblinking eyes. He doesn't have a portrait, so I don't care about him too much. Loose skin sways with his every move as if the navigator's flesh has detached from his bones. An unsightly hole mars the regent's face, where his nose should be. The old man's skull is covered in spiky growths. You're a traitor. Oh, you just said the same thing, but in Japanese. That makes sense. Regent's piercing voice cuts through the silence. On behalf of House Orselio, we would like to express our immense satisfaction at this meeting and our gratitude for the warm welcome. Pleases us to know that there are still lords in the current expanse who observe etiquette and the traditions of hospitality. And yet, this is not why we are here. Grace is obliged to note how much the Road Trader has done for House Orselio by protecting his beloved child, who waited for many turns to behold her radiant visage. The Regent shifts his unblinking gaze to Cassie. Come now, child, there is much we need to discuss. Cassie steps forward and stops to look at you. I'm gonna speak for her. Regent. Been watching Death Note in Japanese with subtitles. Nice. Regent pensively scratches his scant beard with webbed fingers. Suppose we can tolerate that. After all, it was you who rescued the child, so tell us, what exactly happened on your X5? Renegades among your people seized control of the station and tried to kill the navigator. That didn't end well. In that case, House Orselio is deeply indebted to the Road Trader. We are willing to reciprocate such a magnanimous, gesture. We trust that a treaty of friendship and alliance underpinned by the transfer of several artifacts of exceeding rarity will suffice. Come now, child, it's time we departed for your new home, so that we may finish what we started. Stretches out his withered hand, covered with translucent leathery membranes, toward Cassia. Whether or not she goes with you is up to me. Unthinkable. Oh, are we fighting? I say no once.
Don't just stand there. Help the rogue trader defend the child and the palace.
No.
You will pay for betraying Felek and our freedom, rogue trader! Now kill them all!
No.
Oh, what a glorious spectacle of
It
your demise.
seems the Orselios have splintered a little. Okay, Pascal, you're there. Cass. Looks like you'll do best further on the left side. Your Lay, you're already over here, so stand there. Jay, you be in the same spot, basically. We're gonna have you there. And Sig will go on the other side. Pascal will, front line doesn't mean much. Neither does back line, but I imagine the fight's gonna fight between the two of them. Between the back line and the rear is going to take place.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Mostly there.
Request approved.
In there.
Running binaric override. My vow is to serve. Advancing.
Oh, these guys could have HP, I didn't realize. Let's try to do something about that. You actually landed a hit, Pascal? I didn't know that was possible.
Moving out.
Well, that was rude.
This way.
Alright, Sig. If you would. I want you here.
Oh, the storm approaches. A wicked
Do this.
thought.
And then this. You can get him, right? Yeah, you can. Okay. Weakness is already over there. So... Nice. And make sure he dies.
A genius at work. Ah, another one is shattered.
Nice.
Let's see.
Follow my lead.
Oh, you can shoot over that.
I must not falter.
I didn't realize.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Yurei, if you would. I want you to one perfect
I
shot.
am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
And then aim for the opening. Shoot this guy really hard.
If I must. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Nice. And
I
then
am
you die.
not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Don't need to worry about him anymore.
Stay vigilant.
Onward!
I'm not too worried about you. Huh. Let's try to get you guys sorted then.
Follow my lead. At your
Reckless.
beck and call.
Sworn enemy. That's all you got in terms of damage, so just charge at him. Never mind, I suppose. Well, then you have to bleed.
Victory is imminent.
Or not, that's fine too. Jay, I would... Let's voice command
I'd
you.
like to, but I can't.
Oh, okay. Go over here.
Watch my back.
About her. Oh yeah, we need to do something about these guys.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Just a bit further. That's all you need. Now let's play as her. Now I can do this, or I can do this. Both of which help me a little. 19 to 22. And this just does double that. Well, actually, you are a navigator as well, aren't you? Oh, and you have this as well. Okay, well, let's see how it feels to be on the other side, why don't we?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Don't get too cocky.
Oh, okay.
Weapon at the ready.
Weather the storm.
That's rude.
My faith strengthens me.
You have lost your health privileges. Voice command. I can't move. That's fine. Or, let's just move here. Can still get you. Can I voice command anyone over here? Can get you. That's fine. What's this other heroic act do? I see.
If I may.
You're supposed to... 21 damage at the start of their turn. Okay, yeah, that's gonna hurt you a whole lot. And now...
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Buff you? Oh, I ran out of AP. Okay, that's fine.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Follow my lead. Break them around.
Is the reward.
Okay. Who's next? That one. That's a bit of an issue, but we've got other issues as well. Though I'm not sure for very long. first, we're gonna kill you. Okay, that's a bit annoying.
Another stroke of genius!
I should have waited, but that's fine. Should have done this setup
Schemes within schemes.
and then done my daring, but that's okay.
What if? Fate claims another one.
Now we will try to stop you from doing anything too egregious. And hurt you a little bit.
Wicked thought.
There we go.
Follow my lead.
Follow my lead.
Yep, that stopped you.
Stay vigilant.
Follow my lead.
You were supposed to take damage. I'm annoyed that you didn't. What's that? Castigating? Whatever. I'm sure Jay and Cass can take care of you.
Indeed.
Sworn enemy.
At your beck and
Reckless.
call.
I'll just take the hit. Yeah, 3 damage, that's nothing.
I will do my duty.
Okay, you've
Brace
gotta
yourself, Avalon.
stop doing this.
At your beck and call.
There, now you bleed.
Victory is imminent.
Do one of these. Do one of
At
these.
your beck and call.
Jay, if you would.
I can do that with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this?
I want you, Cassia, to move over here.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Then we will play as her. And then do one of these. Nah, I didn't expect you to. But you're stunned, and that's pretty rad. Now, you're
Don't
poisoned.
get too cocky.
Or not. Why did that not? Why does this not poison? This is supposed to poison. It's called Toxic Shot. Why do you not poison? It says it should. Whatever. Okay.
You've got a problem, I've got a price.
Ha ha. Okay. You have lost your health
Me?
privileges.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
And then take a good look at you. Well, first. And now I'll take a good look at you.
As duty demands.
Nice. Play as Sig for a second. Do one of these.
A genius at work.
One of these.
A wicked. Another one is shattered.
Move over yonder. Who can I voice command to help a little? Pascal.
I am a
Oh, not
navigator,
Pascal. Jay.
not a servitor.
Give Sig a
I'll
full
show
extra
you why
turn.
navigators are feared.
move over this way.
Step by step, I lead. What
Reckless.
if
Sworn
a
enemy.
wicked thought?
Abelard, this is how you kill
A
someone.
genius.
It's that easy. Okay, now there's just one guy left.
A wicked thought.
Who must die. Thank you. I'm gonna loot the bodies in front of you. And then I'll talk to you. You have until then to think of a case.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Then you. Nice. I don't think any of these guys had anything. Really? I mean, 35% medium might be good. I don't know. Oh, there's another body over here. Alright, let's quick save. What do you have to say? Mercy! I have gained so much experience. Nice. Blade Navigator covers her face with her disfigured, scaly hands, each with an extra finger and conjoined flagonal bones. Her clothes are covered in blood, mostly that of your servants. Several unexploded bolts are sticking out of her chest plate. We're a traitor. Whether on purpose or out of ignorance, you are harboring a monster that is cunningly pretending to be an innocent maid. Spare me and I, Elenia Haterina Orselio. I swear, will swear to tell you the whole truth about the madness that's devouring House Orselio like a malignant tumor. Do not let the Regent deceive you with honeyed lies, lest the cursed child ruin your protectorate as well. I see rage and despair in Lady Neverga's face, but neither is directed at you. I'll hear you out, but I'm probably gonna kill you anyway. Thank you for your lenience, Rogue Trader. 2 hours. The unnaturally bulbous eyes of the Navigator constantly shift between you and Cassia. Black secretions run down her cheeks instead of tears, leaving unsightly streaks. I, Alina Hateria, not Haterina, Hateria, of House Orselio, swear to tell the Rogue Trader nothing but the truth. May the God Emperor be my witness. Pathetic. Silence, with all due respect, House Orselio has hardly covered itself in glory thus far today. It's time its representatives answered before the Rogue Trader. Arantel, you are kind of, like, responsible for this. I'm not gonna let you off the hook immediately. Rogue Trader, House Orselio humbly asks for your lenience and forgiveness. We cannot even imagine these vile rats could be scurrying among our ranks. As for them sneaking to the Rogue Trader's palace and staging an unthinkable crime, God Emperor be our witness, the accursed renegades seek to spark a feud between our houses. How do I know you're not still trying to lie to me? We're ready to tell you everything we know so that this misunderstanding can be remedied as quickly as possible. Everything you know? Tell me about the guys. They are madmen who seek to destroy the centuries-old traditions of our great house, so carefully nurtured by the previous Novator. Novator? I see. Tisiphone or Celio. They deemed the century of her rule a tyranny, and our most sacred relic a curse that must be destroyed. Fools! If the Atla were to be destroyed, the whole house of Celio would follow it into oblivion. And why do they want to destroy it? They dread its power. Only a Novator can fully grasp the mysteries and harness the power of the Starway Atlas. What the renegades call a leash, we call a guiding star. And why do they care about Cass? Everyone in the house knows the child is the keeper of the one true Starway Atlas, which once belonged to our great Novator Tisiphone or Celio. Ungrateful wretches secretly hated her grace, and when Tisiphone abdicated her responsibilities and set off for parts unknown, staged a revolt to destroy her successor. She has this super cool thing this whole time. We believe with all our hearts, Novator spent many cycles on the world where the child was born, so that everyone who witnessed the miracle of her birth simultaneously departed for a destination known only to the Novator. Tisiphone gave the order and followed them soon after, leaving her precious gift, the Atlas, to Cassia, and therefore marking her as her successor. You guys are taking quite the beating recently. To call your statements false would be a lie. For many years, we managed to maintain the fragile balance within our house, but then the Novator's departure shook the faith of many. Treasury is empty, navigators are scattered, the warp routes are scrambled, and many of our allies cannot be reached, which is why it is so important to complete the child's education. It's why Cassie's duty to take Tisiphone's place and lead the house to prosperity. Such is her great destiny. What do you know about her Sharingans? Special gift for a special child. She was born with it and grew up under its influence. Instability sometimes hampered her education, but we learned to prevent most outbursts. As long as the child remains calm and remains in seclusion, powers cannot take hold of her mind. Okay, that's all I need to know from you. She acknowledges your words and waits for you to continue. What do you have to say in your defense? Do not know what it is you wish to learn, but I will start from the very beginning. A long time ago, Tisiphone ascended to the throne of Versailles. She was a daring Novator who brought part of the house to the Expanse, hoping to strengthen our position in the Imperium. The house prospered, but Tisiphone was never satisfied. Mad in her pursuit of power, seeking more influence, more control, and she saw enemies everywhere, even among her loyal followers. Paranoia was slowly driving Tisiphone insane. One day she created the Starway Atlas, a relic that is implanted in our bodies at birth. Noose around our necks, our gift in our damnation, Tisiphone used the Atlas to control us, subdue our will, and mold our thoughts. If anyone put a toe out of line, she killed him with a glance. First, many branches of House Celio tried to resist her tyranny, and Tisiphone cut them down with extreme brutality. For example, the entire Sethala branch, or Sethala? Sethala sounds better. Sethala branch was destroyed simply because its leaders asked too many questions about the Atlas and wanted to know the truth about its creation. Tell me more. Tisiphone's madness weakened the dynasty, and not long ago, the Novator vanished. Indeed, her followers lie when they say she chose to retire. Truth is, nobody knows the truth. Hope she is rotting away on one of her secret worlds. So you hate Tisiphone, but Cassia isn't Tisiphone. Tisiphone passed her Atlas onto her successor, before fleeing the house to a newborn child. Could not surrender the throne to the tyrant's creature. Tisiphone was cunning and treacherous. She must have hatched her entire plan beforehand. Her disappearance, the child, the transfer of the leash. Fear that one day she would be reborn in Cassia's body. We could not let that happen. Called her a monster because of that? Largely, yes, but there's more. Have you ever felt pure, unadulterated disgust while standing close to her? Perhaps fury or fear? Who but a monster would manipulate the minds and feelings of others, even more so than Tisiphone herself did? I've never felt anything like that. Why did you choose now? Tisiphone always had plenty of opponents, but we were afraid to trust one another. Any of us could be spying for her followers. Saved her strength and dealt the first blow 5 years after the heir was born, striking one of the estates on Irtidi. Girl survived, and Regent Aranto hid her so far away and guarded her so thoroughly it took us another 13 years to find her. Another 2 to get into the Regent's good graces and reach Act 5. Now Cassia's in the spotlight in the House Council. It's about to put her on the throne. Surely there's no better time to cut off the serpent's head. So you're saying Aranto is innocent? Regent Aranto is guilty of mass killings, intimidations, inhuman torture, abetting Tisiphone and raising her heir. His crimes are many, but this is not among them. Love to see his head on the chopping block, but honor prohibits me from slandering him in a trial before the rogue trader. Well, that makes things a bit easier on me. The trader now knows about the Regent's atrocities and the girl's corruption. Hope has succeeded in warning you about the danger that lurks within Cassia or Celio. Considering you are the center points of this incident, what do you have to say, Cassie? I think I'm ill-prepared to make judgments of this kind. Lowers her eyelashes and continues in a barely perceptible whisper. And I'm sure the rogue trader knows what to do better than I. Well, I've heard everything then, unless... Yeah, I've heard everything. Ready to deliver my judgment. I find Lady Alina Hatteria guilty of attempted murder of Lady Cassia and the attack on the rogue trader. Call this a fair trial? Ridiculous. Everyone here is rotten to the core. All of you are heretics and madmen. Curse you, curse you. "2,000 years dungeon." Lady Elena bursts into hysterical laughter that is now utterly bereft of reason. Trader, allow me to ask what fate awaits the esteemed regent and the other members of my house. Who cares? Please let us know that the enemy's schemes fail to harm relations between our dynasties. But tell us, what future awaits House Orselio and the Von Valancius Protectorate? What about an exchange of culture and technology? Theodora was a very open-minded woman, but sagacious Tisiphone. I'm assuming that's how you say it. I've read this word before in this game, but I forgot how I decided to say it. Sagacious is how we say it. I've decided. I'm the rogue trader. I decide these things. Tisiphone did not support many of her endeavors. Neither should we. We are afraid House Orselio will have to refuse the rogue trader's offer. Okay, fine. I'll help you then. It would be highly disrespectful for us to refuse the aid of a rogue trader. We, Aranto Orselio, do hereby accept your offer. If you will allow, we shall discuss the details later. Let's make it official. Nice. Great pleasure. Our MC will contact yours and deliver scrolls of your signature and seal. May the Emperor bless his alliance. This new alliance. That is a whole lot of insight. About Cass. As said earlier, the child must return. Maybe I should increase my persuasion. I thought it would always use the highest person. Whatever. return to the fold of her house, we hope you'll be gracious enough to acquiesce. Maybe when I level, I should increase my coercion. Because this is not the first time I personally have had to do persuasion or coercion checks. But that's why I put so many points into Cassia doing it. Because I thought this game would be like, oh, in every skill check, we're just going to take everyone from your party, and whoever has the highest, whatever. I said this before, I'll say it again. Whether or not she goes with you is my decision. Under pirate law, Lord Trader, we thought you were a man of honor. You got something to say about it? Damn it. Well, okay then. Oh, hey, I leveled. Huh. Okay, well, yeah, let's level. We'll just level everyone minus these three, because I don't use them. Let's see. Oh, I get to upgrade this thing I don't use. That's fun. What does it do? I don't know what it does. What is stagger? That's significant. Yeah, take that. At the end of their next turn, the Vanguard cannot die. At the start of the next turn, all damage suffered by the Vanguard is reduced by 8. How does that scale? Probably toughness. Yeah, toughness. You are the tank, so you'll take that. Unable to die is pretty nice. Yes. How many shows have I watched where the main character is a villain? I've watched a lot of shows, so I can't really say. I'd have to think about that for a very long time. I have seen Death Note though, where you were just talking about. I've seen Death Note. Death Note's pretty good. That's good, I guess. I mean, that seems pretty good. You get to use it multiple times. Who's my favorite character from Death Note? Probably Ryuk. He's pretty funny. After that, probably L. Although his name has aged terribly. Loliot, aka Elf, right? This one. And then we're done. I think apples are overrated. You ever have a green apple? Those are awesome. Doesn't have a body to loot. That's a shame. Okay, any more? Okay, talk to Cass. Is she here? She's here. Okay, I'll go talk to you on the ship then. Take your time, see. Do I have any items that increase coercion or persuasion? Seems like I'm usually able to do one or the other. And my coercion is already better than my perception. Yeah. It's already a little higher. Whatever. Anything that buffs it. I don't want to get rid of that. That seems pretty good. It's already helped me out a couple times. A little sour, you don't like the crunchiness. Stuck to your teeth, you like more soft fruits like melons. I get that. Green apples are my favorite variants of the apple. Usually my favorite like flavor in any like fruit flavored thing, like a slushie or something. Nothing. I mean, that 20 coercion bonus, I don't know. But where does this 115 persuasion mean if I can't use it half the time? That's annoying. Whatever. Her coercion's even better than mine. If I were to even take this eye patch, I'd break even with her. Not even. That's annoying. Whatever. On the ship. Blue raspberry isn't blue raspberry, just normal raspberry. Are there any raspberries that aren't blue? I mean, technically blue raspberries don't exist, they're purple. What do you want, Cass?
It is so fortunate you have come. I admit I was seeking you out myself.
No, you weren't.
After the events on Dargonus, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color. You are the only one who I trust to hear this confession. The thought of being Novator both frightens and sickens me. How can I manage an entire house if I cannot even control my powers? I am just grateful to you for always being close and guiding me to the right path. Thank you, Rogue Trader. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls until you decide otherwise.
Fantastic. Raspberries are blue, only if you paint them, right? I looked it up while she was talking, and I saw that they were either red, which is very much not blue, or purple, which I guess sometimes you could mistake as blue. I hope you're feeling safer now that I killed that person in front of you.
On the contrary, Lord Captain. The mere thought of what happened tightens a grey-blue slip noose around my throat. To realize, again and again, how fervently your subjects hate you. I am sorry, Lord Captain. I should not have darkened your colors with my own struggles.
Hey, about that Atlas thing?
I never reveal this secret to an outsider. But you have come to my aid more than once already. The Starway Atlas is a sacred artifact of House Orselio. It helps our navigators chart a course through the warp. This crystal, the Atlas, has been inside me for as long as I can remember, giving me strength. But the others... I noticed the renegades in the palace were choked by ashen ghosts of despair when we met face to face. I swear the ghosts were reaching for their atlases.
Isn't blue a blue color? Well, they were purple, though. Which, I mean, granted, purple is half blue. But it's not blue, it's purple. So it's like an augmentation.
But my Atlas is much more powerful than the others. It's the Atlas of Tisiphone herself. That is what people have whispered behind my back my whole life, although no one knew for certain. But I always suspected. I simply did not wish to admit it to myself.
Certain navigators in your house fear the Atlas, but obviously. But I guess I need to make her talk about it.
Certain navigators in my house have tried to kill me more than once.
Yeah, I've noticed.
But the tales of Tisiphone's brutality... I am beginning to wonder. What if they are all true? What if I will be a new tormentor to those who serve me?
That would be awesome. Also, this is obviously a romance option. I'm already romancing someone.
Thank you for listening.
Alright, that's all we have for you.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
No problem. Any more companion quests? I don't think so. No. Nah. I have a GF? No. I'm romancing someone in-game. By accident. I clicked the romance option by accident, but now I'm committing to it because it's funny. Let's see, we gotta talk to Jay. Yeah. I gotta go to Footfall with Jay. And then these, which is... that's probably game-wide. Hidden cache on Dragonus. I did not realize. I need to check that out. And I will check that out. No reason not to check that out now. Personal cogitator. Which would be... that's over here, yeah? This thing? Haven't had school for 2.5 weeks. I haven't had school for years. Because I graduated a while ago. Yeah, it is this thing. The priest greets you with a bow. His gaze is drawn to one of the cogitator's screens. The lordship, the great mechanism, has sensed your presence. And a whole bunch of text speak. It's an... what is it? What does the number... what do the numbers mean? Prompts, I can't read that. Machine Spirit has recognized the one who stands before it. Previous string of sacred code signified a greeting as well as acknowledgement that you have successfully completed a certain task. Now the great mechanism stands ready for you to process your request. Yeah, that's why I'm here, but I guess I gotta ask about it. I gotta be a dumbass a little. Enter lies beyond the bounds of my knowledge. So, my supposition is that it might have something to do with your recent travels. Awaits request. Sense my presence. Mechanism was molded in the forges of the Adeptus Mechanicus so that it may serve the rogue trader. It was in your presence that its machine spirit first manifests itself. Ergo Omnissiah and a testament to his glory. Sure, bath work because you don't like showering. Since showering doesn't get hot water everywhere like a normal bath. Sounds like you're not showering correctly. I wish to talk about something else. Look at this Galvagama stuff. Tech Priest connects it as slate to the cogitator. Drive with such care as if he is holding the greatest treasures. Servo motors hum as they begin to stir, and lines of text on the screen swiftly replace another. Input, stab, true. Incident status initiated, and then continuing. Great Mechanism has transformed the secret data into a format that you can comprehend without the assistance of a servant of the Omnissiah. Tech receives that as slate from the hard cogitator, holding it with both hands and passes it to you. Cool. Did that, was that in my inventory? This? I'm not reading all that. Alright, so now we go to Dargonus. And, well, we are going to go to Footfall, but stop at Dargonus on the way. Showering? Showering 2 to 3 times a week, use shampoo. Well, I mean, like, if you're not getting hot water all over you, then you're not showering correctly. The shower is supposed to shower you with water. If it's not doing that, then either the shower is wrong or you're not in the water right. I have to go to Dargonus, not Janus. Where's Dargonus? We were just at Dargonus. I got it mixed up with Janus. Or Janus, I don't know. Right? Yeah, Dargonus. I have to get that hidden cache. I want that. Can I track this west? No. Go there. Runs down and it gets colder. Well, yeah, that's why you turn up the temperature. Yeah, the water's gonna get colder as it goes down. That's how heat works. Can't get hot water in your back and the front at the same time, no matter what you do. Yeah, you do the front first, and then you do the back. Already spoken to mostly everyone here. Show here people I haven't talked to. But then the front is not hot? Well, surely you've cleaned the front by the time you're doing the back. Or if you're doing the back first, you've cleaned the back front correctly. You don't clean yourself all at once. You clean yourself parts at a time over the course of however long it takes you to do a shower. Maybe I can talk to Achilles though. For the cash. And then I'll talk to Clementia, but I already talked to her and she didn't seem to have anything. Hadn't talked to you in a minute though. I've exhausted all your dialogue. But I haven't exhausted. I should probably quick save, just for safety. Talk to you. I've exhausted all your dialogue. Lovely. Maybe someone who knew her well might be able to provide some clues. But I've spoken to everyone. It's from anywhere between 3 to 25 minutes in the showers. I mean, that's... 3 to 25 minutes is a very large difference. But that... I mean, 20-ish minutes is about a normal time, I would say. Can I open this door? Let me through. I want through this door, right now. I'm the rogue trader, this is my house. Let me in. Okay, fine. There's something over here. Let me in here. Anyone here with a name? Do you have a name? Does anyone here have a name? Surely one of you has a name. Somewhere. This is how I judge if you're worthy to talk to or not. Hello? Anyone here with a name? There's Cass. Maybe if I just click people. You. I don't think that's gonna work. This dark illness. There's another screen, like map we can be on. Maybe that's it. I guess not. Be outside then. Maybe I just hadn't talked to them, so they didn't show up on the map. Or maybe I just gotta talk to Abelard. Who knows? Let's give this place a once over, see if there's anywhere with a name. Let's go talk to Abelard. Maybe he's got something for me. If I can get into a non... Okay, there we go. An area, if I can not clip into the walls. Let's see, and any, like, NPC icons? Alright. Abelard hangs out right there. There you are. Alright. I have exhausted all my ideas. Anything else? We'll be grasping at straws. Let us consult the Google. Second hidden cache. Does that count? Is that Google enough? No. Gargonus. Let's see. Let's have a bit of sound. I've got a bedroom. This one. Is this it? I didn't go in here, to be fair. What is this? Hello? Is this it? I didn't even fully read what the Google said. I'll take all this free stuff, though. It is mine now, I've decided. 10 to bonus. Oh, that's fantastic for Pascal. That sounds kind of insane. It's an ally. Okay, that makes sense. But that still sounds really good. Like, for example, do these count as area attacks? Like, what counts as an area attack? Just anything that does AoE damage? Bursts are not considered. So any AoE that's not a burst. Yeah, so if I, like, yeah, that sounds really nice. Just 10% damage all the time. You probably want this because it's, no? Or was it? This. Yeah, this is just a directly better, this is just a direct upgrade. How about? Good on you. Let's poke everything before we sit down. Nothing there. You look interesting. Xeno artifacts. Yep. Same thing. Sit down then. The room is remarkably quiet and almost lonely. Perhaps her predecessor used it when she sought complete solitude. Listening to the muted melody coming from the box speaker, you can easily imagine Theodora reading a book with a glass of expensive wine in hand. Why don't I do that? Several books are stacked. Among Theodora's data has been stored using the phrase Litanies of the Motive Force. Title of one of the books here. Pick up book, hidden button in its spine clicks under your finger. Okay. I can't do anything after that? I'll have a glass of wine then. Sealed bottles sit on the sturdy-looking low table. They are labeled Grand Master's Blood, Boon of Terra, and Flame of Purity. Flame of Purity. Tangy flavor. Your short, faint hum as an unseen motor stirs into motion. Okay. Change the music. It's going to translate. Before you displays the names of several Vox symphonies. Recognize the melody that's playing right now. It's the first of 36 parts of the Symphony of Honor and Duty. Okay, then do the second part. It goes back to normal, seeming without change. Oh. In response to your actions with a quiet grinding sound, and a small nook reveals itself in the nearby wall. Inside, you find a data's bank bearing the Von Valancius coat of arms. Wow, I am so good at this game. I figured that out completely intuitively, and a little bit of guessing. I think the wine, I had no idea what to pick. It just felt right. Have I gone in this room over here? I don't think I have. Open. This is a balcony. Why do we cutscene? Bye. Okay, cool. Well, with this thing I just got, I probably have to go back and decrypt it, yeah? And I'll do that at the big cogitator thing. Which is on the other side, probably over here. Yes. Tell me what this is. Nice. Tech extracts the data slate from the cogitator and gives it to you. Machine Spirit has revealed the contents of the encrypted data, and I hereby pass it to you. This is where I reached the limit of my authorization, but you now have the option to review the decrypted data personally. For a trader like a lackey, it is humiliating and dispiriting to put up with the part of an errand servant to an imperious madman vested with even greater power than that of a rogue trader. Alas, when one side of the scales holds my pride and the other hold the fate of Von Valencia's protectorate and my entire bloodline, choice becomes futile illusion. It's far too naive for me not to prepare for the worst. Epitaph will decide the future for the Expanse as a whole, but I will have some time at my disposal until then. Heirs with the Von Valencia's blood in them will soon be located and brought to me. I cannot afford to delay the choice of my successor any longer. Data encryption procedure has been proceeded without complication. Strings of numerical code begin appearing with frightening speed. This time the numbers are interspersed with words you can understand, and those words form legible sentences. Epitaph brought her to the beginning. Epitaph begot the incident, that which destroyed and changed everything. Incident became the starting point. Incident breathed life and marked the beginning of all. It marked the beginning of Nomos. It created Nomos. Tech Priest, now alarmed, tapping the keys of the control panel. His bin-haired prayer gives way to the distressing whispering. An deviation, violation of the sacred protocols, possibility of tech heresy. Messiah, shield us from all heresy. A few moments later, vid screens darken and flicker to life again. This music is so loud. Okay, there we go. I've lowered it on my end. What was that? Imperfections of Vox transmission make the tech priest's voice sound even more worried. Catastrophic mistake. A catastrophic mistake. Highness violation of the purity of the hallowed code. This mechanism is touched by heresy. It's branded and tainted by it. Now the machine spirit produces code as before, and yet, Lord Captain, heed my plea. Operations on this machine must be halted until the entrance to your prime has inspected. What's a Nomos? That's a mystery to me. This mechanism is truly tainted, then who could it be? Tech Priest Mechadendrite jitters anxiously over the control panel. Heresy truly has taken hold of this machine spirit and scorned the omniscience of every tenet. When the spirit's madness could be such that it has chosen a name for itself. That is nothing more than my hypothesis. Report this to Pascal. Tech Priest bows guiltily. His mechanical voice becomes hollow and dejected. While it's insufficient to cleanse his code of this mechanism, I will inform the esteemed Engineer Prime of this disturbing development. Only he has the power to expel the heresy from this corrupted machine spirit. Okay. What if I go talk to Pascal myself? He's further up.
Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
That's all. I'll click that later.
May your labors be effective and fruitful.
That's the end of the quest. Okay, well, let's talk to you then. Talk to you anyway then.
The Omnissiah
I want
knows
to know the
all.
truth about you.
The request is approved. I did conceal certain information. I was a student of Archmagos Amanat, but I committed an act of betrayal after he deviated from sacred dogma.
What's in Amarnet?
He
Amarnet.
fell into schism and challenged the sacred boundaries of knowledge. The blessed Amanat claimed the limits of what is permitted must be expanded, because by refusing to explore certain law, we find ourselves in contempt of the seventh universal law. Comprehension is the key to all things. My mentor put forth a thesis claiming that we have stagnated, that ritual is now nothing but a cage for souls and false worship of the Omnissiah. He sought to break the cycle of mindless repetition because he saw the inevitable demise of our faith and all humanity at the end of it.
Nice.
This statement is false. My mentor's words sound like heresy. Limits were established because it is dangerous to venture beyond. Each step past them could lead to a bloody slaughter, but the blessed Amanat was not afraid.
So what'd you do about it?
The teachings of the blessed Amanat spread, and word of it reached the conclave of the Cognizance fleet. They recognized his teachings as tech heresy. Many tech priests suddenly vanished or were subjected to servo penance for minor transgressions. The students of Amanat, whose number included many enlightened and respected tech priests, resisted. My prognosis showed that our most likely future was a schism and a fratricidal war that would destroy the Cognizance fleet. That was when I headed to the Conclave. I confessed and handed the information about my mentor's research over to the Conclave. Brazen anthematic studies of the Forbidden Law. The Conclave could use that data to summon Archmagos Amanat, to stand trial and compel him to repent on pain of excommunicate traitoris. His subsequent fate is unknown to me.
You ever see Wizard of Oz?
This statement is true. However, I took this step out of loyalty to my mentor. He rejected caution and was leading us to a blasphemous war where he would become the first and most important victim. I did not want to witness his destruction and tried to force him to submit. I wanted to return to my mentor and share his fate, but the Conclave found me repentant and sent me to the station Altar Templum Calixis X-17, where I was to atone for my previous transgressions.
I am not going to say the meanest option, but I'm going to say the second meanest option.
This statement is false. I, Pascal Hahnemann, fully accept responsibility for my profane acts and betraying the trust of my esteemed mentor.
So why were you at Minoris?
I was summoned there by a message that was encrypted with the blessed Amanat's personal code, and could it be interpreted in several ways. One thing was certain: we were in danger, and I had to go to Rykat Minoris.
Cool, so who's Abel?
I never met him, but I think he was a person of worth. The phrase that came from his lips indicates he was in contact with my mentor. I preserved his cortical implant and absorbed the information it contained. However, the large amounts of data memories are encoded with a cipher yet unfamiliar to me.
So, what are you gonna do about it?
I was wrong when I assumed it was the blessed Archmagos Amanat, who assumed the guise of Abel Haneman. But there is a connection between him and the Reverend Abel, and I intend to uncover the nature of this link.
Fantastic.
Acknowledged. I will return to ruminating on the search for the blessed Amanat.
Okay.
May your labor...
So that leaves... football then. Yeah, football then. That's the wrong button. For some reason I assumed that there was an immediate button you could push to go to this screen. Football's way down south, if I remember right. Yep, over here. We can go there directly. Mostly safe, I believe. Mysterious sickness struck the clan, living in one of the macro cannon chambers. Disease quickly spread, causing the afflicted to writhe in unbearable stomach cramps and expire after several days of agony. Before the officers could react, the neighboring clans took issue with their own hands and flooded the chamber with carbon monoxide. Macro cannon was put back into service, and the vigilantes were punished for subjugating the road trader servants to mob justice. You baked? Nice. We're not here for that, we're here for this. Zoom all the way across them. Completely unscathed. Chocolate dough, nice. Actually, you have a shop, don't you? You have a portrait. Since when do you have a portrait? That's crazy. I want to look at what you got. I'm richer now. Oh, right. Could get very rich with you. Nah. Had too little butter? That sounds awful. I don't understand baking a whole lot. But if you mess up a little bit, it gets really bad, right? You find a spare moment of footfall when you are not deciding our lackluster fates. I will be delighted to see you at my Amarciar in the Amescius. I'll tell Octi to set aside some decent wine in case you decide to grace our humble party with your luminous presence. What is an Amarciar? An occasion celebrated on my world, Ifrit. It is the day when a person shows by their actions they have reached maturity, that their spirit is ennobled. Among the Ifrit nobility, Ifritian nobility, this day is considered more important than other symbolic events, such as the first cry or the day of repose. The first cry or the day of repose. And by a wonderful coincidence, my Amarciar happens to fall on the day when I also wish to celebrate my acquisition of the Mercatum Tabula. Oh, okay. It would be my pleasure to go. Gonna add more butter? You probably should. There's never such a thing as too much butter. But it's very easy to have too little butter. The regulars at the Amescius will be telling their great-grandchildren about the time they had the honor of witnessing your dazzling visit to that unworthy dive, Shireen. This, of course, they live long enough to see their great-grandchildren. Oh, we're bringing everybody. Okay. Oh, Jay's not going to be there. Well, if Jay's not going to be there, we'll bring Heinrichs. because he's the highest level of the people. I'm not bringing a whole lot. And since we're doing that, best to level you up. You will gain athletics, because why not? And strength. Or willpower, because I'm mostly using you as psych or stuff. Yeah. Easy. Okay. How long has there been a loot over that way? I forget what the center on character button is. Is it R? D? No, not Y. I pressed it by accident once. It's F? F. Okay. Cool. Pascal, if you would.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Where is J? Don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Hey, there you are. Easily spot J in the group crowded around the table. The extravagant luxury of her attire, her gleaming augments set her apart from the rest. Seeing you, she exclaims, "May the gravitational wells on your worlds never lack for grip, just as my heart never lacks for joy at the sight of Road Trader Von Valancius." You have a portrait. Neat. With an approving chuckle, Octaviana. It's not a hard name to say. Can't believe that you actually broke the Rogue Trader into coming to your party. Rogue Trader raises a toast to your health. I'll start to believe you really are a princess and not just a smuggler with the gift of the gab. Please take a seat. Jay's friends look exactly as you would expect, like hardened operators of the cold trade. Arrayed in the forbidding but glitzy style common to those who like to skirt the limits of the law. One pair in particular catches your eye. Young man and woman, twins it seems, identically distinct from each other. The man has a lively face and a crazed look in his eye, while the woman is cold and calm and seems slightly drowsy. Taviano readily tops up the glasses on the table, playing the role of consummate host, but you notice that her and Jay's chairs are drawn slightly closer together than usual for a pair who seem connected only by superficial acquaintance. And then I get an entire 9 XP. How's it going, lads? We've been laughing and celebrating life, Shireen, as true friends do. But until your arrival, we were but stars in a moonless sky, merely heralding your coming. Now, we are happy. Well, of course I'll join. Taviana draws out a bottle from under the table. Glass is as thick as your finger and is covered in wax seals. No exaggeration, this is the finest emisec that has ever graced this bar. Jay personally acquired it, and she says, for a special occasion. It seems that you are a special occasion, your lordship. The crowd around the table fall silent, exchanging awkward looks. It would appear they are unaccustomed to drinking in the presence of lofty individuals such as you. So how do you two know each other? Katie offers you an arch smile. Friends, she is my worst enemy, the vengeful spirit of retribution sent to punish me for my youthful transgressions. Mr. Saidari has a special gift for knocking me off balance and dragging me into difficulty. I would have barred her from the Amescius long ago if it weren't for her habit of tossing money around like confetti, and paying triple for anything she breaks. You see, Shireen? You see the petty, miserly, callous, unforgiving friends of the Exalted One has sent me. And everyone else? Precious roses in the garden of my soul, and the golden little bees that bring honeyed riches to my treasure house. Yes, this is my crew of cold traders. Two identical ones are the Trickster twins, my closest associates. Kor, our resident hothead, and his much wiser sister, Tora, who don't have portraits, unlike What's-Her-Face. Don't let her fool you, your lordship. She is only calling me a precious rose because you're here. When it's just us, I'm lucky if I get that arsehole with the gun. Because you are the arsehole with the gun. If I dragged you out of as many scrapes as Jay has, that's not the name I'd be using for you. I'll tell you that much. Pay no attention to him, your lordship. Kor has nobody to blame but himself for that nickname. What were we talking about before I was here? Business. My dear Tora, whose mind never strays from the chilly peaks of the mountains of money she's made, was telling me the latest cool trade news. Exciting times are upon us. We're not the only ones being tested for weak spots. Vladaeum's set on putting the Ultraquisitors out of business. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. And looks like he's got Mercy's blessing to do it. Big beasts are picking off the small ones. But I think things are only going to get more interesting from here on out. That means it's time for us to step up and become major players, eh? Know a couple of Chegnars from the Ultraquisitors. They're dry as you like. Tell them to cool their heels with us. There'll be more willing at the other altars. I can read, I promise. Take on Falco and we even know Vladaeum out of the we could take on Falco and even blow Vladaeum out of the airlock too. Okay. That was really hard for me to read from you. But you know you don't like yogurt at all. It sucks. I get that. I didn't know that. But I understand. I don't really eat yogurt myself. I don't dislike it though. For my sweet, before you chewing Visaline with Chegnars. Chegnars? Sounds like a slur I shouldn't be saying. You need to clear the altar and hide the pulses. If Vladaeum's playing all the lines, he won't touch me, but I don't want to shift the risk onto you. There's chatter about the commission. The conversation quickly turns to an impenetrable mishmash of terms and the secret argot of gold traders. And now the camera's changed, which just means something dangerous is going to happen soon, right? Ooh. I've got a thing. The man who is just it's Falco. The man who just approached the table is hideous by anyone's standards, without a portrait. A repulsive face, greasy hair, and bulging veins in his temples. He's attempted an amicable smile so transparently false and off-putting that your fingers itch to reach for your weapon. Surprised to look at askance of you. He says, Mr. Saidari, allow me to wish you a happy Amarikar. There, I can say it. Master Mercy would not let such an occasion go unmarked, since his warm wishes and a gift. That's half decent. Oh, Falco, I am much obliged and touched by your presence. May the fire in your hearth burn forever bright and hot like the stars of the grim North system. Tell Mercy that the show of his precious attention toward my humble self brought dew to my eyes and a song to my heart. So who is this Mercy? Some big mysterious figure in the mission. Guess Balka's put him here to keep a handle on things, to make sure the interests of the senior partners aren't forgotten. If anyone does become a bit forgetful, Mercy comes along, somebody dies, everyone else panics and empties their pockets. Falco and Mercy aren't officially connected. Falco's just another prosperous mission agent, like Jay said, and like Jay and other people. Falco's happy to do Mercy's dirty work for him, and that's why he gets preferential treatment. Isn't he a bad guy? Very same. Greasy piece of crock shit. Tibiana says, whispering the sweetest, most amicable smile one can imagine. Amiable, not amicable. But the stars of the Grimnar system all died around 100,000 years ago, and systems around them are a true breeding ground of death. Where's your present for Jay? Smuggler stares at you unblinkingly with his pale eyes and says, saying nothing. Then he rearranges his mouth into a smile remarkable in its hideousness. Of course, your lordship, and this gift is from me personally, Mr. Saidari. Half-decent weapon. It's just a sword version of the gun she uses. Cool. I like free stuff. Buckle turns away from the table. You see a snarl of feral hatred twist to his already repulsive features. Even foes are bowing down before Jay Hidari. What better way to celebrate than with a game? With stakes, naturally. Today is my Amarikar, and that's what I want. Jay draws a stack of carved plasteel tiles from her pocket. They're decorative symbols and fine mag lines, holding the tiles in one hand and raising her glass with another. Jay asks, "What do you think, Shireen? Does the rogue trader have anything he's willing to wager?" Ah. But you're nearly certain you can cheat at it. Considering I failed the test, wasn't very high. What are the rules? It's easy. Every player is dealt a few tiles. Tiles are connected by mag lines, and there are lots of possible combinations. You arrange the tiles in a design that has a particular value. Whoever has the highest value wins. It's basically dominoes then. Taking a mile a minute. With rules of tile combinations. Yeah, sure. Who cares? Watch out for his lordship, lads. He was awfully quick to agree just now. Seeking suspicion about how the rogue traders acquired all his countless riches, but I'll warn you now. Playing for money is considered wrong in Euphrates because gaming is tempting fate. So instead, we're going to play for wishes. I don't know what that means. I've been dealt a poor hand, cannot make a high-value arrangement with the tiles. Placing your tiles and grinning, I'm going to show my hand. This one loves me today. And if I don't show my hand, then you have a chance to bow the game without losing, but you can only do that before someone announces they're going to show their hand. Well, I mean, I can't do anything then. I have to show my hand because you immediately said you would. No luck. Why was that voice? Toss the tiles on the table and significantly better than yours or anyone else's. For my wish, I want everyone to drink to my good fortune. It has already granted me a gift fit for a queen. I'm talking about you, Shireen. May fortune continue to smile upon me. Everyone at the table eagerly raises their glasses. You join before you are even aware you have done so. New stack of tiles is already waiting for you on the table. You realize that moments have skipped past without your knowing. Seems like the amnesia. Seems like Amasek is somewhat stronger than you thought. I'm so good at this. This is definitely a good hand. One of the best you can get. Times 20%. Okay, fantastic. You look up. See that everyone else apart from Jay has already tossed their tiles onto the table in disappointment. Just the two of us left, Shireen. I'm going to show my hand. Read them and wait. Sight of your hand sets everyone at the table into a flurry of excitement, but then the chatter turns into a roar of triumph. Jay's hand is the most valuable in the game. Damn. I win again. What should I wish for you, Shireen? Given your profession, I would extract a promise of my assistance should you ever find yourself in trouble in the future. Promise to save me? What an exciting adventure that could turn out to be. It's almost worth getting into trouble for. I accept your stake. Tiles are dispersed around the table, forming piles in front of each player. Suddenly feel your body grow heavy. Treacherous Amasek is slowly robbing you of clarity, of thought, and dexterity. Huh. I didn't mean to click that. A fleeting are moments of happiness, Shireen. Go, but I meant to click the look at my hand one, but okay, I guess I should have left anyway. Know that you're always welcome at Jay Hidari's table. Huh. Does that do anything? It doesn't seem to. No matter. Well, Desperately fun. I've probably done everything. If I were to guess. Everyone, come with me. Yeah, nothing around, it looks like. Let us depart, unless the quest has something else to say. I'll check once this loads. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've got nothing else to do but this, which will take a minute. What is establishing a colony? I see. Well, nothing to do but to go to... what's it called? Diablos 6. Where do I leave? This way. This one, was there a loot here? I would like to grab that. Oh, right, because... it's a code, probably. 1, 3, 4, 5. Damn. Okay. I've got so much insight. I could probably go Diablos without any difficulty, but I'm not afraid of what could happen to me. I think Darkonis is probably the best center point, so I'll try to go there and then make at least a yellow line between anywhere I want to go. Because it seems like no matter how far you go from anywhere, the hardest it gets is level 3. We have to get here. Yeah, like I could get, this is basically across the entire map. Mostly. But it would only take 3. Let's go here. This is yellow. Clans servicing the cooling systems have reported an incident of sorcery. The shadows in the cabins and corridors are coming to life. Woodsmen say they see strange writhing things lurk in the nooks and crannies at the edge of their vision. They look away, the things spread over the room, gnawing on everything in their path and attacking the weak and infirm. Strange creatures cannot be caught as long as if they sense they are being watched and sink into the many cracks between the machines and bulkheads. Burn them alive. Controlled scorching of the decks is a labor-intensive but very familiar process for the voidsmen serving on this ship's Infernus Master. They excavated the evacuated chambers, were set on fire, burning away all filth and heresy from the darkest corners. Shadow skulkers vanished without a trace, and the denizens of the cooling systems breathed a sigh of relief. Yeah, this is Darkonis, so we're gonna go here. This is gonna be our center point for everything, basically. Malfunction in the engineering chamber during the journey. Accelerator cashier stopped obeying the tech priest, and for a few moments the ancient machines were left to their own devices. Crew managed to avoid serious breakdowns or accidents. Several acolytes of the cult Mechanicus who were turned into servitors as penance, and the bosun gave out several triple watches to the voidsmen who dredged up the old rumors about the cursed ship. Ooh, money. Since I'm here, since it seems like that did what I think it did, can I grab the drugs? I would like the drugs. The drugs would be very nice. Yay! Theoretical plus 10, nice. Do I have drugs now? Okay. sure it'll tell me when it replenishes. I didn't actually check if I got it. Here it is. Yes, we want to get rid of that, probably. Get rid of both. Have 2 of them. Okay, so from here... I haven't been here before, so I should probably go there. And then we'll go... That's fine. We'll go from there to there. Medicaid teams from the lower decks reported the appearance of a dense purple fog that causes people to develop mutant deformities. Short tentacles, roughly the length of a pinky finger. Since the deformities do not interfere with the crew's performance, Medicaid are not certain whether this phenomenon should be cause for concern, but the riffraff are already whispering of heresy. Surgically remove them. Medicaid teams zealously set to work and started processing the voidsmen in quick succession. Although many perished during the surgery, their sacrifices would not be in vain. As the vessel left the warp for real space, the Vogue vanished. Cool. Let's chart this place since we're here. Ooh, pirates. Let's go counterclockwise, visit them last. I don't know what that is, but I want it. Ship's augurs have detected a non-native material cluster on the planet's surface, probably the remains of an ancient asteroid shower. The substance is valuable, but collecting it will not be easy. The asteroid sits right above numerous underground caverns. Ancient tunnels and vaults are incredibly unstable and would likely not bear the weight of a large group of humans, let alone a shuttle. Do it anyway. The crew's expertise made it possible to collect the mineral, without disturbing the ancient caverns. Fantastic. What's that? Plasteel? I should grab it. Can I get rid of this? Nah. It's fine. Go here now. What are you? Yoink. Archaeotech mechanism fragment. I think I have one of those already, don't I? This icon looks familiar. I'll take it. I guess I don't get to look at my journal. Let's heal. Can I upgrade anything? Why'd I get this? 4 shots. 26 per shot. That just seems like a direct increase of a direct upgrade of either one. So we'll take the slightly weaker one. That's what we just got. That is exactly what I had before. That's another copy. What's this? Upgrade this. Alright. Wait. Development. I didn't realize I could do this. Yeah, sure, grab that. Flagship's torpedo tubes are loaded with 3 salvos instead of 1. Duration 2 rounds plus 1 for every 20 points. Okay. That seems pretty good. I'll grab that. Flagship. Yeah. Flagship launches a boarding party to infiltrate an enemy ship, starting internal fires and possibly causing engine damage that cripples the ship for 1 round. Can only be used once per round. Duration plus 1 round for every 10 points on the Supreme Commander's Persuasion. Most damage sector of the flagship shields restore up to 50% of its strength. That's pretty good. Makes 7 attacks, each of which target a random enemy in an 8-cell range. And deals... yeah, that's not great. Flagship speed is increased by +2, and its maneuverability is increased by 1. Bonus damage dealt by Void Ship Ram based on distance traveled is doubled. 2 rounds, +1 every round for the athletics. Scan the area for favorable tactical positions while the flagship is in such a position. Its invasion is increased by 35%. Nice. Next shot gains +2 range. Yeah. I mean, that's good, but it's not better than this thing. Let's use both abilities. We'll grab all hands on deck. That seems good. Now we quick save, because these fights can go very poorly very quickly, no matter how good you are. Alright.
I can see crimson lights in the void.
Cool. These guys are not very strong. Okay, that's fine. Can I just shoot you? Yes. They've got shields there, that's annoying. Haha. Okay, let's do one of these. Two of you down already. That's amazing. Shoot at myself. Okay, that's my turn. Well, just in case you decide to attack me. Alright, new heading. Move here. Move right here. Say goodbye. Huh. Well, that's all I got. Can't do anything else. Move here. Oh, I see. Move here. I see how it is. Yay!
I have missed this feeling.
I feel like I was a little over-leveled. I'm used to that being much harder. No matter. Are you a burning world? Those are important, I think. Lava world. Never mind. Well, that was fun. Okay. We're done here. Now to you. Right, yes. Engine decks were transformed into exotic gardens. We've seen this before. Captain, we have cross-referenced the key characteristics of the system of our astronautical data. Planet Theobus 5 is located here. The problem is augurs detect an unusual change in the atmosphere, not unlike massive releases of toxins. Appears that something unfortunate has happened to the planet's underground storage facilities. It's impossible to land safely on the planet just now. Unknown ships are cruising in the system. No need for any cog to analyze it. I can decipher the telemetry easily. Xenos, armory, and artillery crews are standing by. So the fact that I've been here already and took care of it, there's no reactivity to that? I did all this already. Do I have to do it again? Or can I, do I just get to skip it? No. No matter. We have to fight these guys regardless. Yeah. This is gonna be fun. Last hatred. You know it's going crazy when you've got like a band name as a ship name. 9 damn. Do one of these. Put it right in front of me. Move. Right here. Right here. That's all I got in terms of that. I should have reinforced something. It would have been my front too.
Darkness reached us.
Ow. You lasered me twice, and you're not done. Holy shit. Well, that hurt. Just a wee bit. If I reinforced, I might have survived, but even then, that was crazy. And you're not? Okay, that's weird. Okay. Let's try this again. Move as far forward well. Move here first. Shoots this guy. Fantastic. If I do this and then this. Radical. Okay. Reinforce. Probably my right side. I imagine that'll draw a bunch of aggro and maybe help me. But if they do manage to hit me, it would be my right side. He's already hurt himself a whole lot. Oh no! Don't attack me again. Oh no, he's attacking me. Ow, holy shits. I'll try one more time, then I'll lower the platoon try some more. They're just taking me on one turn. That's not fair. Alright, new heading this time. What's this? Extra range, extra damage. Move all the way over this way. Do one of these. Reinforce my left. That's all I got for this turn. Of course you can move 30 cells.
The whispers grow louder. We approach oblivion.
Yeah, I've noticed. It's on a reinforced shield though.
Our future is bleak.
First off, restart the shields. Second, annihilate this guy.
I revel in the spectacle of their glittering ruin.
I think if they've still got me. Unless I can do this and completely discombobulate you. Like if I move over here now, maybe you can't get me, but even then. Maybe if I go on the offensive. Even then. Probably gonna attack me in the back, isn't he? Of course you have a bajillion movement. God damn it. I got to kill one of them, that's because it did all the damage to itself. Options, difficulty, normal. as proven from before, being over this way is the best thing to be. But first, put that there. Cover my left. Because they're both gonna attack me, but this guy's gonna attack me harder, so cover that. And that's all I got. Unless I can just take that pool. That hurts you a little. Not much, but a little. Wow, a little change in difficulty really altered how this fight goes. Move here. Do a nice friendly explosion.
For the glory of the Imperium!
Cool. Do a swing. Then reload with 3 different torpedoes. Hide behind them. Shoot up. Go in front of them. Shoot a laser. Nice. Cover my fronts. And research shields. Die now.
A barbaric display. I'm surprised we survived.
Woo. Ship combat is just not very fun. You either get destroyed or you destroy the other guy. I need to turn up the difficulty again. Okay. Book save. Now we go here. I've been here before, but what can you get rid of Heinrichs? Bring Jay back. Okay. Did I level? Did that say I leveled? Did I see a secret level? Or was it just showing me the other party members that I haven't leveled yet? I did not level. This is not where I thought I was.
Veabos 6 always was a penal world. But this, even the miscreants of this place do not deserve such a fate.
Here. What's this? That's a dead guy. What's this? That's a dead guy. What's this? Okay.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Burl Gladiator, huh? Open. Hello. How's it going, guys? Hey, lads. Cesara, we've got a name, but not a portrait. Tall, lithe Xenos moves with the grace of an otherworldly predator, who gives you a dispassionate glance and casually speaks a few words that are immediately picked up by your elucidator. Macandus Aelith, what is this? Has one of those sisters found an amusing trinket in the ruins and saved it as a special treat for the Archon. Xenos takes a quick look over her shoulder and toward the platform where a few more silhouettes and tar black armor can be seen. So why are you pretending that you own my world? Monkey understands my speech? Where did you come by a device that can translate our language? Are you trying to impress me by appearing useful? Such words will earn you a bout in the ring at most. Without weapons, and soon, without your skin. Humans are scattered around you on a platform and stare as if they see a ghost. The eyes of some betray their fear, others glare with a bestial hatred, and yet more look upon you with hope. Who are you? My name is known to everyone on this planet, Monkey. I am Tazara the Deliverer, Tazara the Benevolent, one who grants respite from the choking grasp of this world. I decide who lives, who dies, who finds a new purpose for their existence in Tamarag's many arenas. Surely this is why you have come here, to fight for my ever-changing favor, and for the privilege of being first to be changed. Yurlea laughs haughtily. Such grandiose names for a soulless wretch who tortures the breathless and torments the powerless. Your words hint at a nobility you have never possessed. Cousin, what are you doing among this rabble? What an unexpected and tantalizing surprise. Cannot wait to take you in my arms and clasp you tightly to me. Do not waste breath on your lies. Only the faint vestiges of blood connect the Osirani and the Dark Ones, such as yourself. I assume all this blue is you're doing? Could be. Perhaps my mere presence is enough to make creatures like yourselves forget how to breathe. Sorry, let's out a nasty chuckle. Are you really surprised what happened? You left the net right under your own feet. You really knocked out the pin that drew it closed around you. Right around you. A couple of volleys at the seals of the underground well, the planets. The one who had turned inside out did the rest. The one you had turned inside out and did the rest. Hereby declare you a Category 3 blasphemer for tampering with the sacred production cycle of this world's extractiums. Drill Pascal's mechanization springs to life with a howling screech. Your brethren finished what the planet had started. Oh, how they strive to please me and my entourage, how they slaughtered and tortured their own kin for mine and my sister's delight, how they decorated this little arena with still living monkey. Just think that all you see before you is the work of our own hands. Think again. Why don't you prove how scary you are, instead of just trying to be scary, you know? Oh, what passion, what naive arrogance, when all this turns into boundless despair and clinging terror, my guest and I will savor such exquisite pleasure. I would play with you myself, Monkey, but then the performance would be brief and we don't want to upset my guests, now do we? Oh man, you're running away, come on. In the dusk behind Tazara comes a cry, distance between you and the Xenos is too great for the elucidator to interpret the words. But tone alone speaks of irritation and impatience. Tazara raises her hands and points at you. Tell the other monkey that whoever slits your throat will depart for the new home ahead of schedule. Tell them to hold nothing back. Tonight they danced for Yimras. Herself. I don't know how to say that. Great Archon of the Cabal and the Reaving Tempest. Tell your Mirimus she's not going to like what she sees on My character doesn't even know how to say it. Kazara takes a step back just as the other fighters charge with furious howls.
Oh, what an amusing attempt at defiance.
Are you ready to die?
Huh. We aren't allowed to move. That's a shame. Pascal, put the front lines here.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Put the back line here. The rear right there.
Request approved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Running binaric override. Cogitation failed. Messiah condemns you.
Nice. Alright, Jay. Voice of command cast.
Don't get too cocky.
And where should I have her blast? Probably all these guys. Do a move.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Go over this way.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Blazer.
Don't get too cocky.
Get all of these guys.
Me? Another foe painted black.
Kill as many as you can, stun the others. Fantastic. Jay, now, if you would, finish off this one.
Tell me, and it is done.
High momentum.
Groovy. Now, give Sig a turn. I believe that's the right thing to do.
I hold all the cards.
Let's move over here. It's probably fine. Like, you're stunned, so who cares? And then you're hurt, so who cares? These guys are the real issues, probably, but I can't get over there yet. So,
Through the smoke and gunfire!
Reckless. Sworn enemy.
What if...
Aim for the opening. You only have 31 HP. I'm sorry for this.
Fate claims another one.
And you already have that. Move forward.
Let's see. Schemes within schemes.
Take that.
I'll return the
Let's see.
I'll shoot you for as many action points I have.
Wicked thought.
That didn't work out very well. I wish I had more action points. Well, now you can't run away if you have anything that buffs you that way. Ow.
Here we go.
No, you're not going for me.
My ears are ringing.
Rude. Oh no, I'm poisoned. Whatever shall I do? Your delay. Move. I intended for you to move here at the very start.
I move swiftly to strike.
So do that. Kill this one.
I understand your intent. I hear you moving. No more.
Kill that one. Can't use that anymore. Why not? I thought. Okay. Thought I was allowed to just keep doing that until whatever.
This tedium is beneath me.
Okay, I trust Sig to take care of that one. We already have a bit of tactical advantage. So let's press set advantage.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Can I buff you from here? No. Abelard then?
If I may. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me,
Kamehameha.
as duty demands.
No. Oh, you got him. Nope. Ah, you got me.
But an illusion.
Alright. If you want to be so. Like that. What I'm gonna do is
A
reckless.
genius
Do
at
I
work.
have room to?
What if?
I probably do. Take your drugs.
A wicked thought. A predictable downfall.
200. Oh, goodness. Oh, man.
A maelstrom of madness.
And I don't even get the debuff for it. Because I have so much toughness. Oh, man, you're in for it, dude.
Schemes within schemes. A genius. Ah, fate claims another one.
Move all the way over here. Your turn.
A wicked thought. A predictable downfall.
Order this farce, Cesar. Who rules this arena, you or the monkey? Archon Yemers. Dracon Mirazai. You know the danger of repeating this misunderstanding. Come to your conclusions. What is our command? Archon Yemers. Yeah, you better come down here. That's what you're saying. No? You're just leaving? You cowards. You will pay for this. You will all pay for this.
What if
You were supposed to die.
a wicked? Ah, fate claims another one. War is my muse.
Alright, what are you gonna do now? You're stunned. Like a fool. Oh, this one's dead already.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Can I reach you? Yes, I can. Just make sure it hurts.
Indeed.
I didn't mean to do that. Sure.
I will do my duty. Victory is imminent. I took care of this one.
I didn't even see that one. No matter. Let's have the rear take place right there.
Request approved.
Put the strats on it.
Running binary override.
Now here. I know this blows up. Who cares? We'll debuff you.
My vow is to serve.
And take the shots. Nice. Let's have Cass do this,
I can
actually.
do that with the right incentive.
And if that doesn't work, then what's that? Do press the advantage.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Blast this fool.
Me? Another bow painted black.
Nice. Man, I have been sleeping on Cass most of this game.
In the name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
Schemes within schemes. A genius at work. What if? Let's see. Unpredictable downfall.
Nice. They didn't even get a turn. Are these good? They might be good. Yes. Let me to loot everything. 45%. And conditional 50%. 40, 55. That's crazy. Do you have any loots? Yeah, you were a strong guy. Maybe you did. Your turn? Let's see. No. How about... What am I wearing? That's not better. I mean, that's directly better. Do I want it on you, though? Or do I want it on Shay? No, you can have it. And you got some new weapons. Do you want them? You can't use Drakari stuff? I think I was gonna give you a... I think I was gonna make her get the talent for it. Eventually. That's everything. So now... I gotta leave, that's all it is. And so we will. Hey lads. Trouble's over, we won. Huzzah. I didn't even need to use those drugs. But it was pretty nice that I did. I got to see exactly what it's like, how much damage I can do. You would think complacency would be a bad thing. The way it's worded sounds good. I think. Then we get adamantine and chemicals. Then if I wanted rank 2... I don't know where my complacency stat will be, so I don't know where it is. +5 commerce, +4 hits. Oh. +5 carouse and -10 toxic damage. Huh. I mean, that's something, I guess. Alright. That's all of this, so now I wait, I suppose. Nothing to do. But check out other places, I guess. Because we haven't checked out you. Let me chart the course. It's right there. No matter, it's fine. Your own. Okay. I'm sure it'll just be like, suddenly it's like, hey, you've got a response from the place. Plasteel 7. I'll keep you in mind. Don't have enough extractium for it to be worth putting there. You have a name. Is this good? Ooh. Hello.
What is that?
I don't know. Oh. Well then. Airlock is sealed. This is right. You securely remember never activating the seal on your way through. I'm about to state the obvious, but I'll state it anyway. There's something about this. Off about this. Very off. Pascal, if you would. Control panels being uncooperative. You know enough about machine spirit behavior to conclude it's not malice making them refuse to comply. Higher priority order they are executing. After repeating the command entry protocol 3 times with all the appropriate prayers, Tech Priest says in a gloomy, raspy voice, machine spirit controlling the airlock is too simple and guileless to be tricked. It will be easier to deconstruct this airlock than to compel it to open. But I succeeded. Still durable enough to withstand pressure of the interplanetary void. Absorbed your hits with supreme indifference. It will take more than that to break through. Probably jam signals. Light noise is static, so like in your response, either Boxmaster cannot reply, or she's brazenly ignoring you, or the comms are being jammed. None of these possibilities bode well. I figured. Since I succeeded the check to get to open it, and it didn't open, I figured it was just
My
scripted.
success was inevitable.
Both of these lead to the same room, it looks like, so no matter. Never mind. I don't. Kind of.
Patience? My nerves are frayed!
Hello.
You are different from your kin, Irliet.
Irliet.
That worries me. Not knowing what to expect means I always have to be on my guard.
I was very off.
You are unusually perceptive for a monkey, and you have such an unruly nature. Perhaps I should take a closer look at you too. I have learned much in my exile.
I think I'm playing Alien Isolation right now. That's what I think. but that's okay. I'm not afraid of the xenomorphs. Open this door.
What lies beyond?
The only way in there is to blow something up.
A trivial task.
Thank you. Well, that was nice. Net gain on melted charges. A pretty bad gun, but okay, no matter. Do I want to go in that room? Not yet. Let's go in here.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Watch your steps.
Metal box is brutally forced open, while the ship's owners break into it if they could simply turn the key. Hello, person. Hunched over the Voxcaster, hooded man mutters monotonously. I can read, I promise. But emphatically into the machine as he rocks slightly to and fro. The light distant stars of our Emperor... In the light distant stars, our Emperor Progenitor wanders wearily with thoughts and visions of us. He sends us the particles of his light. Though his body suffers, his mind lingers on us. Let us therefore nourish him with the light of our souls, which our prayers with our prayers perfect. He falls abruptly silent, as though sensing your presence. Then he says, "And here come the afflicted." With a pale hand, he throws back his hood. See an ugly face with a flat, wide nose, disproportionately large brow ridges, irisless eyes, enormous pupils, wide squid-like mouth, a skin that transitions to purple scales at cheekbones. Standing before you is an abominable subhuman mutant. I thought they were describing the like really old alien things from Prometheus. Nature has strayed too far from mankind's blessed genome. Creed sees no humanity in deviations like these, so it commands such creatures be exterminated without mercy. You've trapped me, haven't you? Indeed, afflicted one, you have nowhere to run. He streaks, grinning. May the grace of our progenitor be upon you. His words are piercing, becoming a shrill echo of 100 voices. Mine's growing ever louder. Torments your mind, and before you know it, you reach for your weapon.
The unworthy will be destroyed!
Okay. There's our xenomorph. Hear a clinging echo growing louder in the empty modules, like hundreds of clawed limbs striking bulkheads, grabbing onto bars. Whoever is advancing upon you, there are a lot of them. You'll have to run for your life before they trap you in this cramped box cabin. I mean, I'm not afraid of them. The Vox spits out a torrent of static, although you nonetheless manage to catch fragments of words spoken by a voice not unlike your... Torrent of static, although nonetheless managed. Von Valentius, command Airlock. Signal's lost before you manage to say anything. Huh.
Let us seize the moment.
Pretty terrible gun. Mediocre armor. Whatever that is. I wanted this. Ooh. A terrible... Oh, that's not a terrible gun, actually. I thought it was a sniper rifle for a second and then saw the damage. This is a minigun, is it not? Seems to be a minigun. Huh. That's neat. Oh, there it is.
We'll see.
I knew it was on a timer.
Oh, yes, indeed.
I'm expecting a xenomorph. That's kind of not a
ritual.
400 health. Huh. 85 dodge. Well, yeah, I feel like this is definitely at least a xenomorph reference. Are we all scared? Hunted. Ooh, I see. That's fine. Pascal, I don't care where you are. Sig, you go from there to here, and there. It'll have a third tank, so we're actually gonna move here. Try to get in between. You get opportunity attacked by both of them. Your lay, you'll hide out here. This door's shut, so it's good. I mean, they can drop in from anywhere, probably. Alien is anything to go by. Pascal, you go there. Front lines. There. Then the rear will be there. Back line. This guy's got 400 HP, so I'm expecting a full boss fight.
Request approved.
This guy's got 85 dodge, I think he said.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Even if I can do 200 damage in a hit, that doesn't mean much if I can't hit him. Here.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
Are you a... You're a officer, not an operator. You've got 8 exploits, so if I can reduce your dodge, can't I? Yes. Helped a little. Jay, I need you to...
Am I getting paid for this?
Buff cast. Play it.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
Not much tactical advantage, but that's okay. Wow, that hurt you a lot. That was much better than the eye laser I was gonna do.
Tell
Poison.
me, and it is done.
Poison doesn't work on anything. Alright, how scary are you? Oh my goodness. Ow. Holy shit. That hurt so much. I see why we need to be afraid of you. Okay, get stunned. Staggered. I mean, wait, no. Okay, he didn't get stunned. That's okay. I think the best thing is probably to have your leg get as many shots in as you can. Just to test the waters. If I do this,
If it
how
serves
badly
your
does it hurt?
cause. Ancestors, guide me!
Oh, you're running. You're running. You're running. I'm sorry. Did I give you permission
Just designate a target.
to run away? Oh, it did stun, but it became staggered instead. Which just hurts it a whole lot. I'm slowed instead of immobilized, suffers to side damage. Immune to falling prone. Good for it. Unfortunately, I can't target this distance. Here.
If I must.
Do it again.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Wait. I thought something else was there. Okay, so yeah, this is not what I was hoping for. Oh, you're gonna go immediately one-shot your light. That's scary. I wonder if another one spawns every couple rounds, or... I mean, there's gonna be more of them at once eventually. So I'm trying to leave. How do I do that? Gotta go through this one. But I haven't explored the area yet. Okay, I guess try to hurt this one as much as you can.
This tedium is beneath me.
Or don't.
If I must. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Okay. Do I just prioritize GTFOing, or... do I try to fight this guy?
Oh, the storm approaches!
That's a lot of damage. Can't stun, can't do any weird stuff to him. What I'm gonna do is Sigmund, at the very least, is gonna... Can I just leave? Actually? Like, I can just leave. Weird. Weird. It shouldn't let me, but I guess it's fine. Sig has the most movement opportunity.
A wicked thought.
With Dance Macabre. You can do it twice. And then with Charge, you can go all that distance again.
A genius at work.
And then he is out of movement.
Another stroke of genius!
Unless I decide otherwise. Hopefully there's not, like, movement triggers.
Shattered foes in
or
my
summons
wake!
more of them. No. Okay, sure, yeah. Okay. try to be a horror movie. Who do you think you are? That was fun, though. That was a good, legally distinct alien isolation. Okay. Last skill 2. Nah. Save. Small planet gently wrapped in amber forests greet you with a ruby-colored dawn. Basil von Leg, you said I don't really couldn't move it for some seconds. That happens. Pins and needles. Basil von Dem Cleric. The local governor gives the road trader a warm welcome after several glasses of Dasmine. Sweltering ruler asks if Sigmund would like to keep him company during the upcoming hunt. Sure. After several hours of riding the local peculiar animals, you make camp in the middle of a golden forest. Basil points at the sky. A flat disc rises over the horizon, constantly morphing its color and shape. The forest grows silent and empty. You can no longer hear the singing of birds or even the rustle of wind. Governor nods with satisfaction. A few shapes step into the clearing. Their bodies are twisted by an unknown phenomenon. You watch the freaks with astonishment as they begin to dance to the throaty cackling of their brethren. Turning the bony growths and pulsating flesh of their scaly hands toward the unnatural thing in the sky. Elaborate, my man? Governor smiles coyly. You are about to see with your own eyes what is happening here. Okay. Hypnotic dance seems to continue forever. Unfortunate creatures howled, whined, and convulsed, unable to tear their bleeding eyes from celestial body. When the Pavonine disc outshone even the light in the local star, physical shells of the things that used to be men burst, releasing beasts onto the plain, not even the most fluent of capable pen could describe. Basil excitedly explains the creatures you saw are the children of the great king of distortion. It is he who is the true god and patron of these fertile grounds. Once every cycle, his chariot shines his light upon the world and bestows transformations upon his most ardent followers. The rogue trader may become one of his heralds. Is that Earth? Don't support the game, support the streamer? This isn't Earth, no. What do you mean, don't support the game, support the streamer? I don't want to become one of those things. The governor's head separates from his neck with a distinctive squelch. Black and brown blood seeps into the soil beneath his corpulent body, and is immediately transformed into a writhing tangle of worms that burrow deep into the ground with unnatural speed. Turn to the ship, pondering what to do with the world, and more importantly, what to do with the King of Distortion. Try to find it. Senior officers observe suspicious activity emanating from the twisted celestial body at the heart of the system. Chaplain advises you get ready for a potential encounter with the spawn of the archenemy, so it may be wise to reconsider unless you have holy relics, sacred words, or blessed effigies of the Emperor. A flame with a plethora of colors, the distorted celestial disc trembles slightly beyond the endless windows of the captain's bridge. As the rogue trader's ship approaches its center, an otherworldly voice, cold and enveloping, enters your mind. What could this puny wretch possibly offer a king? The officers on the bridge look around. Perplexed, their eyes are full of terror and confusion. Many clutch their heads and let out long howls of pain. Some empty their stomachs, but most, pale and exhausted though they are, have joined the Lord Captain in resisting the entity's influence. Who are you? Endless flow of images fill your consciousness. You see horrifying scenes of millions of tortured souls. Screams rend your mind. Their pain pierces you with a thousand red-hot needles. King, ruler, one who is obeyed. That's all you can make sense of, although you see much more. Could you not do whatever it is you're doing? It's kind of weird. King's mocking laughter rings in your ears. Deep red trickle runs slowly from your nose and over your lips, leaving an aftertaste of salt and metal. Light this guy up. Nice. Deafening gong strikes are heard across hundreds of decks. Your eyes are misted with red and your gums bleed as your subjects fall to their knees all at once. In a shared prayer to the God Emperor, the holy relics from the ship's temples melt from the ardor of your speech, and screams and writhes inside your brain, struggling to break out. Many drop dead during the first minutes of the prayer, unable to resist the corruption. However, others immediately take their place, unfazed by the sight of their fellows, turning to dust in seconds. Then a nauseating stench engulfs the ship's decks like a wave, causing people to retch forth their innards. Finally, every deck is plunged into darkness. Ghosts of the past walk among the living. Stealing breath from those weak of spirit. Still not the prayer. And still the prayer's like, that's not streaming. I don't know what you mean. Unless you're just talking about this. I don't know. If you're saying my stream's gone bad, I haven't dropped any frames. It's hard to tell if the prayer service has lasted several hours or days. At some point, you feel your very essence overflow with heat and power, and then the intruding will falters, disorder disc vanishes from the ship's augers. As if it had never been there. Long last, everything is quiet, as everyone slowly recovers from what just happened. Reports begin to come in that the captain's bridge. He lost a third of your crew in the unequal fight, and the fortunate survivors are going to take quite some time to come around. All hail the rogue trader. Well, that was weird. Golden forests of Amber World look enchanting, even from orbit. I rule this place now. Thank you. I appreciate it. From the moment the world belonged to the rogue trader alone, your people eradicated settlements housing and the unclean followers of the profane cult. Corruption instilled by the king king of distortion, loosened its grip, and the estates of the Amber World can breathe a sigh of relief thanks to the efforts of their new ruler. Malicious servants of the archenemy still lurk in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to grasp the planet in a web of heresy. It does not simply disappear without a trace. And now I've gained people. Yay! Give me stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. Relieved to be free from the archenemy's yoke, the planet's subjects gratefully send you their humble gifts. Thank you. I have obtained stuff. So this had aliens, like xenomorphs, and whatever was that. That was terrifying. I actually didn't even process half of what I read. I was just looking at the words. Trying my best to read. Oh my goodness. I guess I have a bunch of rumors to look at. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, I think I should end stream here. And we'll try to get a message from someone. Next time, I'll be back again Monday, same time, noon central. Bejkun, it was nice having you for all stream this time. Usually you leave halfway through. That's okay. I'll be back on Monday, same time, noon central. I said that. It was nice having you. Hope to see you again. Appreciate anyone that's not in chat, any VOD watchers or whatever, lurkers. See you Monday.